What is up, gang? Welcome back to another brand new video. Today we're doing the range test on the Propel Pivot GT. Now, it's not just going to be a range test where we update every 5-10 kilometers. I'm also going to give you a lot of information on this video about multiple topics. I wanted to make it a bit more interesting. So today we're going to be talking about some really awesome updates from Propel. I literally got this information last night. I don't know too much about it, but I can sort of sprinkle some information about what they've told me. Going to talk about eSkateCon, and I'm also going to touch on Mega Fast Race Day. I know that sounds awesome, it just sounds like a childhood dream, but Mega Fast Race Day, it's a PEV race event happening here in Australia in a couple of weeks. So enough talking, let's get the video going. Before we do that though, if you're new here, welcome to the channel. My name is Scott Davies. If you enjoy this content, please make sure you give it a thumbs up and make sure you've hit that subscribe button. I would hate for you to miss out on a single one.
Scotty. Oh, Scotty.
And of course, as always, we'll have Relive running in my pocket so we can track the route and report back as we go and give you a summary at the end. But sit back, hope you enjoy it. We'll try to keep it short, but these ones always tend to go a little bit longer than they should. Conditions for the ride today, it's about 22 degrees Celsius. I'll let you work out the Fahrenheit if you live in a strange country that uses that metric. It's been a long winter. I've put on a couple of kilos. I'm currently, I think, about 102. We are working on that right now as summer is fast approaching. It's going to be a mainly flat route with a few incidental hills, I'm sure, but we'll see how we go. What else do I need to say? There's not much wind. It could rain today. Hopefully it doesn't. But all in all, I think it's going to be a nice ride. So we're going to head around the river, around Brisbane River. We're going to go for a coffee somewhere, and I'll check in every 5 to 10 kilometers. All right, quick change of plans. We've just come to where I always ride, and if you can see over my shoulder here, that sea of white, there seems to be some big charity walk on, and I'm talking thousands and thousands of people. So we're going to head somewhere different. Maybe we'll go over the bridge straight away, which just means we're going to have some hills immediately, but that's okay. It's a real world range test. We're not going for best case scenario, we're just going for average case scenario. Alright, super quick reminder about this board, the Pivot GT. This is a 12S 4P. Pretty standard, right? 864 watt hours, which is a good number for a 12S 4P, and it's running a Lingy Fock or a Fock Lingy 70 amp ESC. Here's why this board is different, is because of the cells. They're using a Samsung 50S. What I can tell you is that it's the perfect combination of discharge and capacity. The 50S gives you good range and really good power, so I'm really glad they've chosen that. So that's what this board's running. Really good motors, 6374 motors. It's going to be a really fun day. It's going to be interesting to see what we achieve. I've never ridden a board with 50S cells, so I don't know how they discharge. I don't know how they behave. Is it going to be lots and lots and lots of capacity and all of a sudden nothing at the bottom, or is it going to be nice and even? I guess we'll find out. Alright, we've just hit 10 kilometers, still showing a full battery, which is awesome. Those 50S cells are doing what they should. First big update. This is directly from Propel. I got this last night. I don't know anything besides what I'm going to tell you, so don't ask me any extra information. I don't know any special secrets. The first one is they are releasing the Pivot GT with a different ESC. So the one I'm riding will still be available, and the ESC in that will now be dubbed, or will be called the Race ESC. They got a lot of feedback from customers saying that speed mode 3 and 4 was a little bit too explosive, a little bit too much torque off the line, and some people don't want that. Some people want a really relaxing ride. So they've listened to their customers, and they're going to be releasing a different ESC, still 70 amps, still Focklingy, but they're just going to change that acceleration curve a little bit to make it a bit more smoother off the line in those top 2 speed modes, sorry. You can still buy this board exactly as it is. I think you'll just have to have a selection criteria on the website to choose race ESC or normal ESC. The next big piece of news, or 2 pieces. The first one, this is for the Endeavour, not the Pivot. They are releasing some belt guards, some not fully enclosed, but these belt guards which will go in between your wheel and your belt. I've seen a plan. They look really, really well designed, and again, this is directly from customer feedback. So these are in production, they'll be available really soon. So if you've got an Endeavour, you'll be able to upgrade that part really, really shortly, which is awesome. Now the last part is probably the biggest piece of information. What's this lady on the scooter doing? And I don't have any information, it just says, and I'm going to say the words, oil lubricated gearbox. It sounds like they're getting into the gearbox game, and you know if Propel's doing it, it's going to be done well and it's going to be done properly. So really excited to see what becomes of that line in the text message. By the way, I've been given permission to share this. I'm not, sharing secrets or spilling stuff I shouldn't be. They've told me I can share this, and I think that's really exciting, not because of what's coming. For me, it's exciting because it shows they're still innovating. Propel is one of those brands that I've loved from the beginning, and to this day, even this board, I still love. Next update. This one is a really exciting one. Perth Electric Racing League, or sorry, not Perth, ERL Electric Racing League Australia is putting on another race event over in Perth. This one's called the Mega Fast Race Day. It's in 2 weeks time. I'll put the link below. I think October 21st from memory. And I am going to be there in not in a YouTube capacity, but in my Monday to Friday e-riders capacity. So we're sponsoring the event, supporting the event. We're going to be heading over, so we're flying over on Friday night. We'll be there Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. So we'll be at the race event. We'll be doing some learn to ride sessions. We'll be doing some giveaways, and we'll be taking part in all the Perth group rides that have been organised for those 3 or 4 days we're there. So if you're from Perth, come on down. I think it's like $10 to go in and watch. It's $30 to compete, I think. Don't quote me on that. Go to the link below. And yeah, if you are in Perth, you're on a skateboard or EUC. I won't have any e-skate there. I'll only be on EUC. If you're there, come down, say good day. Come down, try out an EUC. We'll have a booth. We'll have something small to get people up and rolling to see if they like it. And it's going to be a really cool event. These guys between Ezra and ERL Electric Racing League, they put on a really top-class event. I haven't been to one before, but their last one at the Key was insane. Like drones, amazing track, all done properly and above board with the government's permission. So it's going to be a really cool event. So if you're in Perth, make sure you come and check it out. So it is the second official update. We've just passed 20 kilometers and we've lost 1 bar. So the bar disappeared at around the 19 kilometer mark. I was going to update you, but I was absolutely swamped by walkers. There was thousands of them. So I just had to make my way through there carefully, and now we're back on track. So 20k in, 1 battery down. I'm going to go to probably my favorite cafe here down the road and get a iced sparkling coffee. And I'm going to give you my next big update about eSkateCon. we didn't stay at the cafe. It was a little bit busy and noisy, and they were playing music, which would, of course, throw off my monetization, and we can't have that happening. Next big update, eSkateCon. eSkateCon is coming faster than I realized. I keep saying last year's eSkateCon. Well, it wasn't last year, it was only March this year. So eSkateCon 24 is coming along pretty quick. You know, we're in October. By the time we plan and book accommodation and book flights and organize, you know, what board we're going to be riding, it's going to be 2024 before we know it. I am going again. I'm super excited. I don't know what I'm going to be riding yet, but I wouldn't miss this thing for the world. The experience from last year, I didn't stop smiling for 2 or 3 weeks. Like I finished that, and I just wanted to keep riding. Like eSkateCon finished, you know, Craig and I flew back, you know, Drew went back to New York, Thomas went back to the UK, Eduardo went back to Sydney, Jared went back to Canada. You know, our whole group was just like, this is gonna sound really corny, and I hate corny crap, but we honestly felt like this little eSkateCon family. And we're still in contact daily now, which is really cool. So, you know, we've got our little chat group. We had a video call yesterday, our official kickoff video call to start planning eSkateCon 24. And we need to decide, where are we going to stay, what are we going to ride, where are we going to go beforehand or after. You know, there's talk that we may try to go to San Diego or California and do some group rides there, like a couple of days, then drive through to Vegas. I don't know. The main thing, the main update for now is, yes, we are going. Yes, I am going. The wolf pack will be there. I cannot wait. Like, honestly, you're going to get sick of me talking about it. It's like a kid going to Disneyland, and I just know, judging by the how's the right word, the narrative online already about people who are going, people who have committed to going, people who are excited about it. It's going to be a big event. Like, what I thought last year was nuts. Like, I was just like, what is going on? This is crazy. Next year, 24, is going to be even bigger. You know, I think they're doing it for 2.5 days. So it's the Friday, Saturday, Sunday. From what I understand, it's not a full day Friday. I think it's a half day in the afternoon. I think, don't quote me on that, I could be wrong. That's the update. I'm gonna start riding. I'm gonna avoid the bridge going back. So it means I have some pretty steep uphills going back, because I do not want to get caught in all those walkers again. There's literally thousands. It's like some bridge to bridge charity walk, I think. Gonna get the iced coffee, sparkling iced coffee, head back. I'll update you at 30 kilometers. As I said, we've lost 1 bar so far. Those 50S cells are going beautifully well. We are up and rolling again. We will be checking in at 30 kilometers. We've just lost the second bar, so just 23, I think it is. Just lost the second bar. Board is still going really, really well. As I said, if I can get to 30, 35, I'll be ecstatic. It's super windy now as well. It's probably all over the microphone, so I apologize for the terrible audio. Yeah, that's it. We're gonna keep riding. As I said, 30 kilometers. Next up, we're gonna talk about failures. Is around failure, like I said just previously, and it's around like on board. If you watch all my videos, you would have seen about a month ago I said, hey, watch out, something's going on. If you've placed an order, do a chargeback, contact your bank, get your money back. Well, it's now been confirmed they have shut their website down finally. When I say finally, it's been going on for quite a while. Unfortunately, they just haven't been shipping goods. haven't been honouring warranty, and they've just, yeah, they've finally, I guess, admitted defeat and shut their website down, which is an awesome thing. It should be celebrated. They're not going to rip anybody else off. So they've shut their website down, which is awesome. As I said, we reported about a month ago. Also posted on my community tab a couple of weeks ago. What else? LaCroix, obviously, they've gone. But yeah, let's keep going. We're at almost 30K, and we will check in very soon. Quick update, we've just passed 30 kilometers and we've still got 2 bars, so we're definitely going to surpass my goal of 30k, 35k. Super happy, so we're going to keep riding. It's 2 bars, board's going well, motors are warm, not hot, having an absolute blast. All the walkers have now gone, I think, which is great, so we can go a little bit quicker, but still our average speed has definitely been a little bit higher than I planned. We've been sitting on 25, doing 25 and 30k most of the time. Yeah, let's see where we go. I'll check in again probably at 35. It's time for my bitch of the day, or my gripe of the day. That's probably a better way to say it. Why do people not stick to the left anymore? Like, I'm going along exactly where I should be, and people get angry at me for being on the left-hand side. It boggles the mind. Absolutely boggles my mind. Between that and people looking at their phone, it's insane. Rant over. We're going better than expected. We've just passed 36.7 kilometers. Just went over the bridge and back to get some kilometers under our belt. I think we had a nice average speed of about 30k an hour. Oh, big bump. Got 1 vibration so far. So I think that means either 20 or 25. It didn't say on the screen what the percent was. But yeah, well, over 35 kilometers now. 102 kilo rider, 28 PSI on the tire, about 20 degrees Celsius today. So the board has surpassed my goal, my expectation, which I am really, really happy about. We're going to keep riding. As I said, we've had 1 vibration, under load, going up a hill, but the board still has plenty of get up and go. Let me show you really quickly. So we're not in top speed mode. Okay, those 50S's, that is the beauty right there. We're down to 20%, but we've still got discharge rate. The discharge and the capacity are just a really nice mix. Look at this hill. There's a little bit of sag, but not much. No vibrations, sitting on 20 miles an hour. Uphill, there's 3 vibrations right there. I think we're almost at the end. But I have not treated the board nicely today. To get over 30k, which is my goal, we're probably over 37 now. I'm so happy with, so happy. Alright, let's go back to the car and let's call it a day. We're getting 3 vibrations now, but the board is still more than capable, which is, again, testament to those 50S cells. Alright, we're back at the car. The range test is officially finished. I'm getting 3 vibrations constantly on my phone. 39.6 kilometers. We've got to go for 400 meters, right? We've got to go for 40k. Let's just do another 400 meters, a couple of loops. The board's still capable. Like, it is still, watch. No issues with acceleration. It's just those vibrations for me is a sign that we're probably at the end of the battery. But yeah, that's 18 miles an hour. It's still so capable. But as soon as I go, there's 3 vibrations again. Let's get that 40k. Now, 12S 4P, 864 watt-hour battery, Samsung 50S cells, 6374 motors, beautiful carbon deck, beautiful grip tape. The trucks in my review video, I commented how they were a bit plain and off the shelf, but the more I ride these, the more I appreciate them. So, oh, still got kick. There's 3 vibrations. So you accelerate, you get the vibrations. The more I ride these trucks, the more I actually really appreciate them. So, yes, the trucks are nothing special. They're not like a handmade piece by Propel, but they still suit the board perfectly. They've got the right bushings, and it makes it, you know, so carvy and enjoyable. So carvy and enjoyable. Right, I think I've talked enough. Let's have a look really quickly, get my phone out. 40.3, there you go. So, range test, 40.3 kilometers, board, absolutely no issues at all. Average speed, I'll have to see at the end. You'll see it when I play the video at the very end. You'll be able to see the route, see the top speed, and you'll be able to see my average speed. This has been a really good experiment. Really happy with the cells, really happy with how they've behaved. As I said, this is my first board with 50S cells. Shared lots of information. If you didn't hear it, if you skip forward to now and you want to know about what Propel is about to release, go backwards and find it. There's some really cool innovation coming. Some information about the ERL Electric Racing League here in Australia and the Mega Fast race day coming up in a couple of weeks in Perth, WA. And eSkateCon, we spoke about that as well. So that is the end of the video. I'm waffling now. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. Make sure you've liked this video to tell me you like this type of content. I want to do more range tests and turn them into sort of like vlogs. So do the range test and talk about what's going on in our industry. So if you like that, hit the thumbs up. Skate safe, wear a helmet, and we'll see you on the next video.
Scotty. Who's Scotty?